And welcome to the Philip Cockham channel, viewers. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. It helps this channel to grow, and it helps me to bring you these great videos that we all love. So we've got the Corsair out again today. 1.2 meter from E-flite. We've got a 3300 milliamp battery in it. And I'm messing around with the CG a little bit to get it where I like it. It's not quite at the back of the tray, and it's not quite all the way forward. It's basically in the middle of the tray, which is exactly what the instructions say in the book for it. 2200 stuffed all the way to the nose, and it flies great with a 2200 or slightly bigger. And the 3200, yeah, just not quite all the way forward. So because it's a longer battery, it doesn't quite get to the back of the tray that's on there. We had another incident with the Corsair. I should have noticed, well, I did notice it, but I should have paid more attention to it. The battery tray was loose. The glue, it's a wood, balsa wood tray that's glued into the foam like a lot of planes have. Pretty big size tray in there. Lots of room in this plane, which is nice. Anyway, the tray came loose and I was doing a maneuver, and I think the battery just shifted and I'm pulling and pulling and pulling up, and it would not come right. So yeah, anyway, some more glue and everything. I guess we should pop those gear up now. So just wanted to make sure everything was flying okay before I did that. Gears, I think one of them's like kind of, just 95% closed or whatever. Oop, hawk there or something. Watch out, buddy. But it's okay. It's more or less closing. Man, this plane's just taking a beating. It's, I've mentioned the landing gear before because I've repaired these things like, I don't know, 4 times or something. Like, had them totally apart and rebent the main rod and put it back together. And then it's broken in half twice. So I've never had to replace a servo, I'm pretty sure, on this plane. Maybe one on that first crash. I have to check. I think I might have crunched the elevator servo, but I put a better one in, like a better Metal Gear one, right? So haven't had an issue since. I did put proper hinges in the elevator because that didn't last too long. A little foam hinge, I mean, all foam hinges eventually are gonna go, aren't they, guys? Right? So, and it looks like I'm gonna need to do the flaps soon because they just kind of use this tape kind of thing. It's a foam hinge too, and a tape kind of deal to help secure it, and they look like they're not in the best of shape. But I don't know, I think the ailerons are foam hinges as well, but they seem to be holding up good despite the crashes. Haven't had any issues. So yeah, this is kind of like a bit of breakdown flight after this other big crash, and make sure the thing's still flying okay. I mean, ideally I'd like to have a new fuselage on it, right? But it still flies great. I think if I did a little bit of a nice paint match touch up on it, it would hide a little bit of the damage and look good. So I'm working on trying to find some some kind of paint. I don't really want to have to do the whole thing. Just like to some touch-ups. Really, from 5 feet away, it looks fine. You know, it's just when you get up close there, right? And so, of course, when we're flying it, as you can see, it looks fine in the air, and it's handling very well. Despite it's got kind of like a floppy rudder, if you will, like the top of it's kind of been bent back and forth a few times, so it's not all that stiff anymore, even though I think I got a toothpick in it. But same with that elevator. It's got those I forget what they call them, but those little winglet things that stick out of the rear elevator, which there's just really no support in a big thick piece. So yeah, anyway, love just buzzing around with this thing. A beautiful day. I'm not too sure what's going on with my camera. The card might be filling up and it's not recording the whole videos. I don't know, so hopefully it caught most of this. I notice sometimes it breaks down the footage, so it makes its own break, if you will. You know, after 8 minutes it stops and then starts recording again. But the light doesn't always show that. So I've been surprised that I've been editing the footage and I see, oh geez, it stopped at like a minute and a half to go, but then there's this other little file, you know, 400 megabytes or something that's there. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's the last 2 minutes. Right? Oh, there it is. So yeah, fingers crossed. Camera is getting a little bit old. It does only have kind of one built-in battery, and yeah, hopefully if well, I've got, you know, it's on the priority list to get another new camera, and geez, I still have like 50 things for sale on Marketplace. If you added up that dollar value, it's a fairly significant amount. If just a couple things sell, you know, then I'm kind of back in with some money to play with. There's another plane that I've got my eye on that it's just an excellent deal, and hoping it's still around when it's available. But yeah, better camera is on that list too, and there's yeah, one or two other planes that I'd like to get, but it's not a big priority right now. I had to sell a few over the winter to kind of keep the fires going and stuff, but you know, and a few of them I regret, you know, like the Zero is a beautiful plane. I love flying it, right? But you know, I got good money out of it, and hopefully we can buy another one next time. You know, you kind of get hooked on the bigger planes, so I'd like to get that. I think it's a 1400 millimeter, the next other FMS one. It doesn't have to be FMS too. It could be, you know, I think there's a couple other people that make Zeros. Let's pop our gear down. Got some nice calm-ish weather right now, so kind of work on a couple of landing runs here. Remember to keep the speed up on this guy in the turns. Coming in way early. I think we're going to leave the flaps. Oh, let's put one click of flaps on. Whoa. That really seemed to push me. I think that flaps off. Was that the wind or the flaps they're doing that? Yeah, I think my flap was kind of pushing me a little bit too much there. I was going to leave them off for now because we've been flying with no flaps. You can see it's pretty straight there. We got lots of runway to slow down, so that's not a worry. Kind of coming into some wind too on the runway, so. Ooh. A little sketchy at the end there, so trying to get away from that dirt on the side. Could have probably made that another pass, but we're safe and sound on the ground. Corsair is back in action after its devastating crash. And that's our show for you today, folks. I'm Peace from Canada, and we are YouTube. Oh, my rod's hanging off there.